There's something really awesome about using a ferro rod at a camp, out in the wild, to start a fire. It's, you know, it makes you feel like, you know, like a man. For me anyways, it makes me feel like a man in the woods. And I love doing it, and I'll always do this. I'll always use a ferro rod and a knife to start a fire. But at the same time, there's sometimes when I go to camp and I really just want to be able to get my fire started right away, especially when it's cold like this. Today it's minus 31, wind chill minus 44, so it's beneficial to have something that can start right away. You need a surefire method to start fire sometimes. So today that's what I'm going to do. Now I have a new chainsaw, and essentially it's just a replacement for my old chainsaw. And these are backup chainsaws. I have a really nice Husqvarna that I use for gathering all of my wood for my home. And these cheaper models, which are pretty awesome, I think, they're pretty tough, and they can withstand a good beating, I like to use out at the camp. Now, I did have one of these Champions brand new, and the pull cord went on it. And so brought it back to the store, and they said, yeah, just go grab another. So this one I'm going to break in today, and I'm going to make, it's like a recipe, I guess you could call it. It's like a concoction for getting fire started. I'm going to actually try two methods today, and one has been highly recommended to me, and I'm going to do my own take on that, and that's cotton balls dipped in wax. And I know those things can burn for 5 to 10 minutes. Now what I like to use is lint. So today I'm going to make some of those, but with lint. So like they'll be like little lint balls dipped in wax. And the other thing I'm going to use is this chainsaw. Some of this wood I'm going to make long, I guess you would call it like shavings from the wood. I'm going to mix it with oil. I'm going to bring that out to the camp as well. And that stuff is guaranteed to light and to burn long and to burn hot and just get the stove going right away. So this is a bit of a different video for me. I can't get to the camp this week, unfortunately. So I do have some spare time here this afternoon, and I really want to take advantage of the sun while it's out. I want to break in the new chainsaw. I want to make this little sawdust concoction, and I just want to show you guys that I'm preparing myself for my next trip. Also, I've never done any of this before, so it's like, who knows if it's going to work. I'm talking to you now like it's going to be a surefire thing that I'm going to accomplish today, but who knows. Okay, so we just have the manual and some excess cardboard. You got a wrench here with like a little socket wrench, a little screwdriver. Got some oil. And a chainsaw. Okay, now it's got pretty nice tension already. Okay, so the first thing we got to do, oil and gas. This tells you how cold it is. This oil does not want to move. There it goes. Look at that. Whoa! I'm going to have to wipe that up. Look at that. It's like sludge. check it out. Oh, there we go. It's frozen. Can't get any gas. There we go. Looks like it's coming through now. Wow. Frozen like a rock. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, she wants to. Okay, so what I need to do is find a nice piece of wood. I'm going to use this one right here. I'm going to leave it just like this. Now I learned this trick, geez, I don't know, 5 years ago, and I've only ever seen it done once. So I'm hopeful that this will work. So you need a bucket, some wood, chainsaw. And the chainsaw is nice and warmed up now. Just look at that. That is perfect. Long, easy to make. Wow, the first little bit came out more like sawdust, but this is really what I want right here. Jerry Dyson back in Labrador taught me this trick. Okay, let's fill the bucket. This stuff is going to be amazing fire starter at the tent. Now I've got some bar oil here that hasn't been sitting out in the cold overnight, so it should. Yeah, good. Should not be frozen, and it's not. That's about a half a bottle right there. I'm just going to grab this piece of wood that I was sawing up. There we go. It's fine. Use this guy right here. So this stuff is really dense. It's kind of hard to get it to penetrate the whole way through, but it seems to be working now a little bit. So you can use oil for this, like cooking oil, vegetable oils, stuff like that. But I figure leaving vegetable oil, and a lot of people like to use oil that they've already used. Like say you have oil in a deep fryer, you would pour it into this. But that would be a bad idea at my camp because the animals would for sure want to have a bite. And that's why you get orange ferro rods, in case you drop them. Awesome. That's perfect. Okay, that's part one. I put the fire out by mistake just by laying the pot right on top. So now I have these two pieces of wood positioned here, so that way I can put a little bit of distance between the burner and the pan. I've also got a bigger pan, and hopefully it doesn't smother it. It's a little bit crooked, but oh yeah, it's still going. Now, this right here is wax. Just basic old Para wax. And I've never done this before. I have no idea what's going to happen. And let's see if that candle has enough heat to melt this wax. So those little candle burners are not hot enough to melt wax. Now it is minus a lot outside, minus 30 whatever. So I'm going to use another method that I learned. I'm going to make a little Swedish candle, and then I'm going to melt this wax. So this is just lint from my dryer. And normally this stuff burns real fast and real easy, but I'm going to add wax so that way it'll burn longer. Now I don't expect this wax is going to last long in these temperatures. It's going to probably start to solidify real fast. There's one. So these are starting to cool now really good. And I made a bit of a mess. They're still pretty hot. Oh, look at that. Wax just pouring everywhere. But I feel like that one's got so much wax in it, I could probably stuff it right in there. Yeah, that's good. That'll actually probably smolder for quite a while underneath that snow, but there's nothing around here to burn. It might just suffocate. Okay, so these are completely frozen at this point. I'm just going to store some right in here. They're nice and cool and hard, and I'm looking forward to trying these as well. But I gotta try one now, just to see how it burns. Well, that's it for this video, folks. Thanks so much for watching. I've got lint wax balls ready to go. I've got sawdust mixed with oil ready to go, and my chainsaw. It works. So I'm pretty pumped, and I can't wait to get back to the tent, try this stuff out there. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. If you like this, hit the like button, subscribe, all that stuff. Leave a comment, and if you have any tips or tricks, I'm always open to ideas. So and this right here, using wax with lint, came from commenters, so I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys really soon.